Hello, my name is Iram Shila.
My name is Mumtaz Mohammed.
My name is Walter Mchana.
My name is Shwak Jack.
My name is Lynette Zawadi.
My name is Warsame Osman.
I'm Jeffrey Masinde.
Makini helped give me exposure in terms of extracurricular activities like this. I feel like Makini helped give me exposure in terms of extracurricular activities like this, and it has also encouraged me to not settle for the bare minimum and to always achieve higher.
Makini Cambridge School offers a Cambridge curriculum. So the Cambridge curriculum has a perspective of, it is a global curriculum. So in terms of preparation of a learner, the child who's brought into the institution, they are prepared from as young as they come to us, or whatever age they come to us, they are prepared from a perspective of developing that global citizen. The citizen who will be able to fit anywhere in the world, in terms of workspace, in terms of innovation, in terms of leadership, in terms of whichever corner of the world they'll be in, starting with home, Kenya.
So the club's name is called STEM Club, which basically is about software and hardware. And we have some things about coding, which usually we basically learn when we're in clubs time. There are for different classes. There's 7, 8, 9, 10. And from there, you can learn everything about software or hardware, coding, how to build an app, or fixing something.
Hi, my name is Shwak Jack and I'm 14 years old. I'm a student at Makini Cambridge School in year 10. So I recently made a program for a competition called YSK, and my program was a Python program where you have a periodic table. You can choose any 2 elements in it, and it will give you the reaction and also explain to you how to get that reaction in a way that helps you in learning how to be able to do your own chemical reactions.
We do have enrichment programs that we expose our learners to, or they bring to us from their end. And they either put it up in terms of suggestions through proposals, or the leadership team will do an analysis and talk to us about an area they feel they want to improve. So basically, Makini Cambridge does ensure that inclusivity of the learner.
Me and my friend Sean, Farrell, and the others, we were walking. Then we stumbled to the ICT lab. Then we see two PCs, which are just left there. They've been there like for the couple of years. No one has checked or done anything to them. So there's this person that came to us and told us we try them, or we fix, or we just do something about it that can help us.
Support.
So we collected 4 members and some assists. One was Carl. One of the assists was Carl, Shwak, Ryan, and the members, basically who are building it, is me, Sean, Farrell, and LeSean. Then we just came, we stumbled into it. Then we found it, nothing is working. They're all unscrewed. There's no RAM in it. There's nothing. So we just told each other we fix everything, and by the end of the day, this thing needs to be fixed and it needs to work.
So they participate in the aspect of education. They suggest, they create, they program, they actualize, and this then develops that whole child in terms of their from the physical domain, moral domain in terms of ethics, intellectual domain that goes along with academic. We have a very rigorous academic program that we execute. And so, the social emotional, as they carry through these programs, there's that whole aspect of equipping them with social emotional skills that make them relatable.
Okay, so Model United Nations, that's the full MUN, is basically, UN, United Nations, but for students. It's for them to get a gist of, real life understandings, and it helps them in public speaking.
There are so many other solutions to war and so many things that can be done to effectively fight or resolve the conflict.
When I go out, I'm a delegate, but in school, I act as a chair for both the EAMUN and the MSMUN. You get to meet people, you get to work on your public speaking, the going out is perfect, and it can appear on your university, applications, job applications. It boosts you on all those, and it's fun in general.
We have an environmental club here at Makini Cambridge School, and we've had multiple projects, including Earth Day, where we had a competition where the students at our school created posters, and there was placements, for example, first, second, and third place. We also have partnered with Mr. Green, where students at our school are able to collect plastic, and it will be recycled into different things that we have in our daily lives, such as chairs. And we also, the students in our club create posters to raise awareness around our school, and it's posted all around if you look around our campus.
The environmental club is a club made up of many environmental activists who think that the earth could be better. Just like how me and my partner, Maida Mohammed, we are currently making a school trip to go to Nairobi Arboretum. And we are also partnered with a company that fellow students made called Float.
At high school level, we just have one of our candidates, sitting candidates for the May-June series, IGCSE, who signed up for a program with Stanford Daily 2022. And he was not quite recruited in the first round, but he was put on the waiting list and managed to get a spot. And we supported this learner all the way into, he was excited when he got the spot, he got the scholarship, he attended the 1-week training, and he went ahead and wrote a paper on development and education and how education develops in other countries.
And recently I participated in a program held by a student organization affiliated with Harvard University. It was running for 5 months, so 2 months were focused on research and 3 months were focused on making an impact through passion projects. So for the research part, after rounds of editing and approval, it was finally published at a reputed journal. And then for the 3 months in making a passion project, I'm currently working on that in school, where it's mainly focused on mental health. And my friend and I are developing an app where you can book appointments with the peer counselors that we've already selected.
So this student's journal has actually been published. It's actually been published under the agencies of Harvard in collaboration with the Learn to Learn program in the Stanford University. So you can imagine that kind of exposure for such a learner, all coming from what we focus on, the student having the best experience in what they want to try to do. At Makini Cambridge School, we provide a safe environment. By safe, I mean an environment where socio-emotionally a child feels safe enough, a learner feels safe enough to be able to discover, to be able to suggest, to be able to explore and innovate. and the environment we provide is non-judgmental. We do that very intentionally for all learners at whatever age to ensure that in whichever state they come to us with, we don't necessarily have to be the ones identifying what they're good at, what they're struggling at, but they too come forward.
I like golf because it's fun and it teaches you to be patient and to also focus. I've done a tournament in Vet Lab and Royal and Muthaiga. So in Royal I was #1, and there's also one for Nakuru. Nakuru I was overall with a big trophy and I was #1. The biggest one is called the driver, and it hits far. When you use a driver, you put a tee, but the tee is supposed to be a little bit high. And then the driver, you go to the 3-wood. The 3-wood is medium, and you don't use a tee. Yeah, and then there is a 9. A 9, it's called a 9. It also hits far, and you just sweep the grass. And then the 9, it's the chipping. The chipping, you dig the grass so that the ball goes high. It doesn't take the balls far, and the chipping is like a sandwich. So it takes for you the ball high, and when you take a backswing, it goes far. And then there's a putter. A putter, the greens can be very fast, so you just tap it. But you have to look at the ball so that the ball doesn't turn. And then you aim at the hole.
The student leadership is a force to reckon with. Student leadership and the student's voice. Student leadership in terms of, yes, we have the positions, the roles that typically they would be elected into, they would participate in an election process, democratic, vote via digital, we swear them in, and it's all a ceremony.
None of the female players or female sport athletes can do anything really in our school right now.
Do you think it's because they have formed an opinion? Like, for example, what Dorcas has said about the girls' matches being cancelled.
In both races, the first and the second, since the student council is quite new, it's only the males that have run. And on the point of voting, it's about who goes for the position. You can't be forced to go for president. So there I wouldn't really count it as gender inequality because no female went for the position.
But there's also student leadership where we encourage students to partake in self-initiative, self-initiated, self-led innovations, thought leadership, which result in ideas they've been thinking about. We work with them at teacher level, at administrator level, and we just help them to package their ideas, which manifest in very many different, really a menu, an assortment of activities that can be programmed, that can benefit the rest of the school community, that can bring change within their own ecosystem, school environment, and beyond. So they see themselves as not really standing out just for their school, but standing out for their school community and beyond.
Hello, my name is Iram Shila. I am 5 years old. My school is called Makini Cambridge and I am in year 1.
I have 2 children at Makini Cambridge, Ayan Mushila in year 5 and Ira Mushila in year 1.
My dream was to become the Tiny Miss Environment, and I joined the Environment Club because I am the Tiny Miss Environment.
Before Ayan and Ira even joined Makini Cambridge, Ira was selected for the Little Mr. and Miss Environment pageant, and Makini helped prepare her speech and groomed her for this particular pageant. And she is currently the title holder for Tiny Miss Environment Kenya. And the assistance came from the principal, the deputy, and the teachers. And as we speak, they are also shortlisted to represent Kenya under the Little Mr. and Miss Africa pageant, which is to take place in South Africa. And the theme this year is culture diversity, and they are competing against 10 countries so far.
For a student to have the courage or be bold enough to engage, they must feel protected. So that when they fail, when they're shy, when it doesn't come out right, it's okay. You can always get better at it, because we are looking at this child who will be able to have the grit, perseverance, will be able to be accommodative, will be able to engage with others, will be able to come up with solutions, with agendas that improve themselves and beyond themselves, their communities. So we feel that we provide that opportunity right from the time they step into school.
I don't have to wake my kids up to go to school. In fact, they are the ones who wake me up in the morning. And they're in school by 6:45 because they're members of the chess club, so they come to school by 6:45 to play chess. And after classes, they swim because they're also members of the swimming club. So you can imagine how hard it is to get them to go back home every evening.
And we also have a very open door policy where we also hear them out. We listen to them. We engage with them. We find out what their thoughts are about where they want to go, what they want to do, how they want their school to feel like, to look like, what programs do they want to see done better at their school. For instance, basic things like if they're talking about the dining hall and they want to improve, say, the queuing system, they will come up with an initiative, and we listen, and they'll just team up and initiate it. And we do award and recognize every effort that a learner makes, all in the name of growing them holistically, so that they can be well placed, well positioned to function as global citizens.
I would highly recommend Makini to any parent. The school is safe and sound. The teachers, the environment is positive. And knowing that our kids are given lovely break, delicious lunch, and having a nurse station in school, what more would a parent want? We all want our children safe and sound. And that is what Makini is. Home away from home for our kids.